You know, Jesus sometimes can be funny too. And in today's gospel, he is responding with humor to his detractors. I honestly thought that the saying about a mango tree being stoned only when it is bearing fruit, I thought that was original to Filipinos. May kasabihan sa Pilipino, hindi raw binabato ang puno ng mangga maliban kung ito ay may bunga. But apparently, this is exactly what Jesus is trying to say in today's gospel. I remember in my younger years, in the barrio, in Pampanga, it was a common practice among the kids during summertime like this to help themselves with fruits from the mango trees when the owners were not looking. I even remember a joke asking what the best strategy is for picking some fruits from a mango tree while a monkey is up there busy enjoying the fruits. And the answer is, you throw a stone at the monkey so that the monkey will throw mangoes at you. Clever joke, ano? Well, listen to what Jesus is saying in response to the people who had picked up some stones para batuhin siya. Jesus said, I have shown you many good works from my Father. For which of these are you trying to stone me? And that line is my evidence that Jesus must have been aware of the saying about a tree being stoned only when it is bearing fruit. Maybe Jesus also did this familiar misdemeanor of naughty kids in Nazareth when he was a little boy. Maybe they did it on fig trees. Wala namang mango trees sa Holy Land. Maybe they did it on other fruit-bearing trees. Lalo na kapag meron ng bunga. They knew that they could get caught by the owner if they bothered to climb the tree in order to pick some fruits. So, they took their chances by throwing stones at the fruits and helping themselves with a few fallen fruits. Sa verses 37 to 38 of the same gospel, we hear the same idea again from Jesus. Sabi ni Jesus, if I do not perform my Father's works, do not believe them, or do not believe me. But if I perform them, even if you do not believe me, believe the works, so that you may realize and understand that the Father is in me and I am in the Father. Believe the works. Well, in effect, Jesus is elaborating on the other saying. May iba pang kasabihan, you will know a tree by its fruits. Nakikilala ang punong kahoy sa kanyang bunga. The fruits are the best evidence that the tree from which they came is good. And this must be the background to one of the important rules of discernment, the discernment of spirits. To be able to discern, para makilatis, whether you are dealing with good spirits or bad spirits at work, look at the fruits. Tingnan mo daw ang ibinubunga. You remember that passage where Jesus one time exorcised a possessed man. And there were some people who accused him of doing this by the power of Beelzebul, meaning the prince of all demons. Wow. Jesus must have felt so offended by this accusation that he said one of his strongest statements Sabi ni Jesus, every sin and blasphemy is forgivable. But blasphemy against the Holy Spirit is unforgivable. Wow. Blasphemy against the Spirit is unforgivable. That's in Matthew 12, verse 21. Para bang, what he's saying is, you must be so ill-willed as to attribute to the evil spirit what is so obviously a fruit of the Holy Spirit. Napakabulag na lang nung tao. Nakikita yung bunga ng Espiritu Santo at sasabihin, kademonyuhan yan. And that is thou unforgivable. That is what our generally merciful Jesus calls hindi mapapatawad. And there in Matthew chapter 12, he follows it up with a whole discourse about a tree being known by its fruits. And he ends it in verses 36 to 37 with a very serious warning. Sabi niya, on the day of judgment, people will render an account for every careless word that they speak. By your words, you will be acquitted, and by your words, you will be condemned, he said. Oh my goodness, that is a very serious warning. It's a very serious warning to think about, especially now that we are reaching the end of the Lenten season and we are about to enter Holy Week by Palm Sunday, this Sunday. Maybe this is just a suggestion, no? Maybe we might consider including this in our personal examination of conscience as we prepare for the sacrament of reconciliation. Kung mangungumpisal, magandang itanong, have I uttered careless words or baseless accusations that may have caused some serious harm on other people? Ako ba'y nagmarites? Have I uttered careless words? Ako ba'y nagbitiw ng salita na walang pakundangan sa reputasyon ng kapwa kahit hindi totoo? Words that we probably cannot take back anymore kasi nasabi mo na at nakadamage na. This is the best time to include these in our matters for confession if we do not want to be held accountable for the careless words that we utter on the day of final judgment.